So I looked at Kion. He's like, Dad, Dad. And he's holding the boxing gloves up to hand to D. And I'm looking and I'm just like, no, Kion. What are you doing? Like, no. No. And then I just started to cry more because I'm just like, I'm watching my 1-year-old hand his dad the boxing gloves because he heard his dad yelling at me. And he knows what comes with the yelling, the boxing gloves. So I'm just looking up at Kion just like, what the fuck? And then I look at D. D grabbed the gloves from Kion and was like, that's my son. And then he picked Kion up, gave him a kiss on the cheek, was like, all right, go upstairs with Jack Jack. Go. Then Kion climbed up the stairs. D turned and looked at me and he smirked. And I looked up at him because at this point I'm on the floor, like on the floor on my knees, because I was literally begging this man, like begging him just to love me. Like the fact that I'm begging him to love me is crazy because I did nothing to him for him not to love me. So I'm like, the fact I'm sitting here on the floor begging you to love me, and then my 1-year-old come downstairs and hand you boxing gloves to use on me, I'm just like, no, I can't. Like, I cannot fucking do this. And I looked up at D. D looked down at me, still got that smirk on his face, and was just like, I'm gonna leave you alone tonight. Just make sure the clothes are folded tomorrow when I get off work. And I'm just like, okay. And he went upstairs. When he went upstairs, I waited like 2 minutes. I got up, cut off the basement light, and I went upstairs in the room. Before I closed the door in the room, I yelled, I'm just like, D, is it okay if I go to bed now? He was like, yeah, you said you was going to sleep. I'm like, is it okay if I close the door while I go to bed? He was like, yeah, you always close the door. I was like, okay, I'm about to lay down. He was like, okay, all right, lay down. Lay your fucking ass down. I'm like, okay. So I closed the door. When I closed the door, I went in the closet and I just started praying because I'm just like, ain't no way I let it get this far. And I keep coming in this closet, keep saying, ain't no way I let it get this far. And every time I say, ain't no way I let it get this far, it done got further than the time before. And I'm just like, I cannot do this. Like, I'm begging this man to love me. Why don't he love me? Why can't he choose me? Well, I'm like, why doesn't anybody ever choose me? Like, what's wrong with me for nobody to want to be with me? I'm like, my ex-husband didn't want me. Like, my second baby daddy didn't want me. And now I got a third baby daddy and he's like this. I'm just like, maybe I deserve this. Maybe I deserve this. Nobody chooses me. And I'm like, why can't I get anybody to choose me? Like, what's wrong with me? And I sat in that closet just crying, like silently crying, because I didn't want to alert D to the fact that I was in that crying. So I'm like, I'm silently crying and just praying and just like, yo, I can't do this. Like, I can't not do this. Like, I can't. So I ended up getting out the closet, laying down in the bed. And when I laid down in the bed, I was just looking up at the ceiling. I was just like, I gotta get out of here. Kion think that that's normal. That's not normal. Like King, oh my God, King's mouth. Like, oh my God, Jackson. I gave Jackson a promise. And Kion. I'm like, you know what? I gotta choose me. I gotta stop asking him to choose me. I need to choose myself. Like, yo, that's it. I'm done. I know I say this all the time, but I'm done. I'm like, I can't do this. I'm done. I'm out. That's it. Fuck him. Fuck him. Fuck him. So I ended up going to sleep. When I woke up the next morning, like, D went to work like normal. I took the kids to school like normal. And I'm door dashing. When I get done door dashing, I pick up the kids. I go home. When I got back to the house, I was like, you know what? I need to start putting actions to my words. I keep saying that I'm done. That's it. But I'll never put action behind it. I mean, real action. So I picked up my phone and I called my sister Brittany. She answered the phone. She's like, hey, fat ass. Because she always called me fat ass. Because I used to be fat. like I did. Not D-fat. But I used to be chunky. So she still called me fat ass. So she was like, hey, fat ass. I was like, what's up? She was like, what you doing? How the kids? I'm like, they good. I need to talk to you about something. She was like, what? I was like, look, I'm going to tell you. But please don't tell nobody else. Okay? Like, please. She was like, okay, what? I was like, I'm coming home. She was like, you come on and visit again? I was like, no, I'm coming home to stay. She was like, oh, for real? I'm like, yes, but don't tell nobody. She was like, when are you coming? I was like, I'm going to try to come at the end of July. Or the beginning of July. But it's going to be that towards the end of the summer when I come. So that I can tie up some loose ends here. And that I can leave with some of the business. Like, you know, because we make a lot of money. And I'm trying to leave with some money. I don't want to leave with nothing. And she's like, okay, what happened? Like, what's going on? I'm like, look, when I get back, I'm going to tell y'all everything. Okay? But let me get down there first. But I don't want you telling Mama or Raven that I'm coming home. Don't tell Mama because she going to wonder why I'm coming home, and then she not going to wait for me to tell her. And don't tell Raven, because if you tell Raven, you know she going to tell Mama. So I'm just like, look, like, please, Brittany, I'm begging you this time. I just need you just to, just trust me, okay? I'm coming home. Don't let nobody know. I will tell y'all when I get there. Why? And she was just like, okay. Because, you know, we ain't like his a fucking ass anyway. A fucking big teeth ass nigga. I'm like, yeah. Like, he's so fucking stupid. I don't see why the fuck you with him anyway. He ugly. Like, he's so ugly. I'm like, I know. I'm like, I know, Brittany. She's like, he looked like his breath stink. I'm like, okay, Brittany. All right, Brittany. She's like, oh, but I'm so glad you come by. Okay. I'm not going to tell nobody. I was like, all right. But make sure every day that y'all talk to me. She's like, what you mean? I was like, I'm going to make sure that I'm talking to somebody every day. She's like, everything okay? I'm like, look, I'm just tell y'all when I get home. All right? Okay? She was like, okay. All right. And then we hung up the phone. When we hung up the phone, I go in the bathroom and I start looking over myself. I had a knot on my forehead. My arms were bruised up from D hitting me. And I'm just like, I cannot keep doing this. I'm like, I can't. Like, that was the step. I told Brittany that I was coming home. And sure enough, Brittany called me right back within 2 minutes. She's like, oh, girl, I meant to tell you. I'm like, what? She said, you know, Grandma said that this was going to happen. I'm like, huh? The last time that you came home, when you came home, she said the next time that we see you, you're going to be coming home for good. And look. And I was just like, Grandma said that? She was like, yeah. She said she was going to be coming home for good. She said, but I ain't going to tell her. Okay? You said end of July, right? I'm like, yes. So that's in a month. Well, 2 months. Because I'm like, we at the end of April. It was like the end of April. So I'm like, yeah, about 2 months. I'm going to be there. Okay? I'm going to be there. She was like, okay. All right. And she hung up the phone. So when she hung up the phone, I called my friend Jasmine. I was like, hey girl, you want to do brunch on Sunday? I got to catch you up on some things.